You know what's interesting about all this? None of us didn't ask for that. We didn't ask to be born. We definitely didn't ask to be born into sin, because if we knew that we would be born into a sinful state, we would never choose that. Yet God chose it for us without our consent. What you think about that? Is that fair? Yeah, brother, it's unfortunate, but that's why we got to be born again. We can actually choose to have a new birth. We can be born again, even though we ain't choose to come here and we born in sin. We can choose to be born again, and that's the decision you got to make. So let me get this right. I was born a sinner by default. God declared me to be a sinner without my consent. So being a sinner does not require belief, but being a saint requires a belief. Receiving a new birth, being born again, that requires my consent and a belief. When Adam sinned, it didn't require belief to accept the reality that you are a sinner. Jesus told his disciples that they did not choose him, but he chose them. The Bible also says God said that before you was in your mother's womb, he ordained you. He ordained you to be a prophet to the nations. Now, he was talking to Jeremiah. He wasn't talking to me. This is something that he told Jeremiah, but the point that I'm making is, if you say that Jesus chose his disciples, but you're telling me to make a choice to choose Jesus, why is it based on me choosing something that was already chosen for me? Like, what sense do that make? You telling me to make a real choice, and it's not based on my choice if Jesus chose who he would already choose anyway? Jesus chose who he chose. But the scripture also says, choose this day whom you will serve. So you have to make a choice to serve him, to follow him, and to believe. But yeah, but why do I have to choose anything if Jesus already died? Why is it based on me making a decision? What does the decision change if he already committed the act of righteousness, which was down for my sins? I should be automatically, by default, considered a saint. If Adam's sin by default made me a sinner, then it shouldn't be based on what I believe. It should be based on what Jesus already did. If he truly did it, it shouldn't matter what I believe, right?